Hello everyone, Abby here at Purple Cottage Crafts. This is not going to be a crafting video, mostly anyway. So today is September 7th, my son's 23rd birthday, yay! But it's also 1 month from TN Awareness Day, and TN stands for Trigeminal Neuralgia, not Traveler's Notebook, since I do both on my channel. So you're looking at a couple shirts that I have. The one on the right is my brain surgery survivor shirt. That is the date that I had my brain surgery. And then I guess when I was after my post-op appointment, my neurosurgeon has said I was part of the spackle head group now. So there's that. And this just kind of gives you a visual of the trigeminal nerves. You see all the teal right here. So it's one branch, second branch, and then three. And try for 3. So that's what that kind of symbol means. This is another one that I purchased last year for TN Awareness Day. And there's that. And of course I got it in purple. And then it's a virtual, what is it, 5K or 10K. It was a virtual one. So when you purchase this, the medal, then you would have people, like either go walk at a track for you, run for you, something like that. But instead of it being, what I mean by virtual is that you would talk about this and people all over the world would go out and do walk for you. It's not like a fun run or like a, like specific, like the breast cancer walks and things like that. It's not an organized event like that, but I'm hoping to change that one day because I'm all about TN awareness. And let me show you a little side thing here. So it's Trigeminal Neuralgia Awareness, Races for Awareness. So this is the medal. I'm going to get another one for this year. And I'm going to even do more promoting of TN Awareness Day. So that's kind of my goal. I'm a survivor of brain surgery, and I still have trigeminal neuralgia. And I also wound up with this one of the most rarest facial pain disorders you can get, which is called anesthesia dolorosa. I'm in the less than 1% category, and my neurosurgeon, the one I had in Oregon who did my surgery, the one I had in Florida when we moved to Florida, we just got back to Oregon a little over a month ago. They all were kind of scratching their heads, and they just said, that I'm just wired so differently, and they don't expect to see this type of thing in a person under the age of 60. So there's that. Abby's special in that regard. So I just kind of want to throw up a video real quick. We went and picked up our grandbaby tonight, and I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot to do my awareness video today. I meant to do earlier. And then I just got sidetracked getting stuff together for Kyron to come over. So I apologize this is going up so late at night, but it's still on the 7th, and I'm going to be okay. Now this is wrinkled, just so you know, because I just unpacked the last little bit of my clothes. And these aren't shirts I wear on the daily. I just usually put them on around, TN Awareness Day. So anyway, so I just kind of wanted to come on here and let you know that I will also be doing my week-long TN craft series like I've done since 2016. I think is when I started that. Was it 15 or 16? I'll have to check my, no, 2016, because after I had my brain surgery on March 2nd of 2015, I took a year off to recover and trying to adjust to having another extremely rare facial pain disease. And I was still trying to work full time. So it was a really rough year for me. So I started it 2016 is when I started it. So just to give you kind of like a little brief definition, what I do is starting on October 1st, I do a tutorial where I create something that is mostly teal in color. And I try to make the projects around, stuff for like, kind of like self-help, like soothing, or like, let me give you an example. I'm not doing a very good job explaining this. I apologize. Like for last year's, one day I worked on sewing together some signatures for one of my pain journals that I have, and I just used some different sprays and different mixed media mediums that were in the color teal. And so that was one day's project. Another day's project was making some beaded book charms, I'm trying to talk about. They hang over the book. I'm sorry, my mind's like, I'm kind of frazzled right now. I'm sorry, but I can't think of the right term. But anyway, so I'd make like the beaded book charms, bookmarks. And then I would do like actual like cards like you would give to a friend for support. So I'd make different crafts like that each day. And on the 7th day is kind of when I show everything all at once that I made for the entire week. And I have a little bit more in-depth video discussing trigeminal neuralgia, my story again, kind of talking about how I'm doing since my brain surgery and everything like that. So I got mine in 2014, but I didn't have my surgery till March 2nd of the next year. So that's kind of what I do on that day. The very first year I did this, actually it was my very first live show, and Michelle was on with me. It was like our 12-hour live, actually. So I'm going to be mixing it up this year. So mixed in amongst the different craft tutorial videos I'm going to have each day, I'm going to be having a couple people going to come on and talk about, being a support person / caretaker for somebody who has trigeminal neuralgia or facial pain in general, but specifically what I have. So I'm just really trying to bring more awareness to this disease. There is no cure for this at all. It is very horrific. The pain is beyond what you can even imagine unless you have it. I know somebody who has it personally, and you kind of see how their life goes. I can no longer work because of this, and I try to be very upbeat and positive and, all about the crafting, the happy, and sharing the purple love every day of my life. But as anybody who suffers with a invisible / chronic illness or any kind of sickness, whether it's just a temporary thing or whatever, pain affects our lives. And I am still a work in progress, trying to learn to live with having this. It's difficult. Try not to get emotional because it's a real hard thing for me to talk about a lot because of that. So I'm going to try to switch back to something a little more cheerful and talk about the different craft projects and stuff that I'm going to be doing this year. Now, I might have kind of like maybe the same principle idea of a craft for this year's, but it's going to be a little bit different spin on it. So what I do, I have some ladies that I know in real life who have trigeminal neuralgia, and what I do is I make these different crafts, and then at the end of the week, what I do is a kind of showcase, like I mentioned, everything I'd made, and then I mail off those items to, did I do 4 last year? 4 or 5? I can't remember. But one of a fellow YouTuber is Monica Lipscomb. She is BC Doula here on YouTube. She is like my mentor, my role model. And she is just an amazing, amazing woman. She is also a crafter. She is also African American, and which doesn't matter, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, but they are doing additional research on African Americans who have this. So I think that's kind of cool that we kind of have that in common as well. And she's the very first person that I found on YouTube that wasn't a physician or a medical entity talking about trigeminal neuralgia, because you want to hear it from somebody who has it. Now, I used to be a nurse, so I know medical terminology, but I wanted to hear, personal experiences and the journey and different medication trials or different surgical procedures, things like that other actual people have done. And so Monica's the very first person I saw on YouTube that did that. She is a huge inspiration to me, and she is the main reason why I even talk about this on my YouTube channel, because I'm all crafty, but I am adding this in. I have been since 2014 because this affects me crafting. It's my life. It's just, it's a big part of my life because I have it, and I find some peace and a little bit of distraction from the pain by crafting. And so that's why I have this on my crafting channel. I want to keep it on one channel for this. But Monica was a huge inspiration for me to, do this, because the very first face video I've ever done is my brain surgery video. That's the very first video in my TN/brain. I think I actually have, is it brain surgery, trigeminal neuralgia? One of the two, but I'll link these below. I'm doing this on my phone, but when I go back downstairs to my laptop, once this is uploaded, I will go back in and add the links to that playlist in the description box. In case you're new to my channel and you haven't heard of this or heard me talking about it before, like I said, I try to, like 98% of the time, keep my channel crafty, different hauls and projects and things like that. But this is a big part of my life as well. So I do talk about this on my channel. So if you're not really interested in watching this, I totally understand. I am not offended in any way. I won't know if you click out or whatever. Please, no, that's totally fine, because I know a lot of people are here just for the crafty, and that's great too. So, I will always preface the video and put trigeminal neuralgia in the subject line as well. So if you're only wanting to watch my crafty stuff, that way you know you can skip that video or that week's series of videos if you're not wanting to watch that. So I just lost my train of thought, you guys. They didn't remove any part of my brain matter, but I feel like sometimes maybe they took a little bit of my memory side, because I'm just like, I have a hard time remembering things when I'm talking and anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of wrap this up. I'm getting a little bit rambly. I just wanted to just put up a video just letting you know that between now and October 7th, you're going to hear a lot of me talking about trigeminal neuralgia awareness, and you might get sick of me, but that is my goal, is to make this, because we're hoping for a cure. That's the purpose. We're hoping for a cure. There is nobody who is trying to do medical research on trying to combat the pain, make it livable, get rid of it altogether. Everything that we all do, it's basically a Band-Aid. I mean, you still have the pain. But, and I'll be talking about the different medications I've tried in different videos in case anybody's watching. Now, I have a new, a fairly new subscriber, which I call my crafty friends, Jeanette. I'm not going to say her last name. I think that's your first name. I'm sorry. I wrote it down in my little crafty, or my little planner. She has reached out to me recently because she just saw my brain surgery video, and it's been awesome for me to connect with other people who also have trigeminal neuralgia, or the different, there's different levels of TN, and I'll talk about that in a separate video as well. But definitely going to be sharing my story again for those who are new, and kind of updating, because my surgery, was 4 years ago. So just trying to, 4 years, is that right? Yeah, I can't count tonight. I'm sorry, you guys. Anyway, so it's going to be pretty, some of the videos are going to be pretty heavy about specifically what I had done, what medications have worked, which ones haven't, that kind of stuff. So like I said, I will definitely put, non-crafty video or something like that in the title. So if you're not interested in watching that, but definitely check back the first full week of October, because I will be uploading different crafts and tutorials where I'm focusing mainly on the color teal. I do slip some purple in there. I can't help it. I'm a purple girl. That's just how it's got to be for me. But yes, I'm really excited to do another year, and each year I come across more and more people online who reach out to me by message or send me an email that they saw my video on YouTube, or somebody else, in one of the different support groups on Facebook. They're like, oh my gosh, we heard about this. We used to be Scrap and Abby was my original craft name until last year, actually. It'll be a year next month on October 7th when I changed my name to Purple Cottage Crafts. And so it's been really cool, and I really feel like I'm trying to be a support to other people who have it, even those who support their family members or loved ones who have it too. Just all about bringing about awareness. This is not oh, look, Abby had brain surgery. Look at Abby. Look at me. That is not why I do this. I do this for awareness. So we can bring this to the forefront, in that someday we will start getting medical research studies done on how to either A, get rid of this, which would be amazing, or B, proper medications or proper procedures, surgical and non-surgical, that can help with the pain, because this is so debilitating. I'll go into all that in a separate video. But I just want to I wanted to really kind of reinforce that this is not about Abby. This is about Abby trying to bring awareness to TN, and to also be a support and kind of reach out to other people. So the lady I mentioned a little bit ago, she gave me her email address, and I told her that we have our grandbaby tonight, but he goes back home tomorrow. So after he's gone, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to send her an email and just kind of chat with her, because she's looking for somebody to reach out and talk to as well. So that is a really major reason why I'm so happy that I decided to add this topic into my YouTube channel. So I'm going to go and wrap this up. Like I said, 5-10 minutes ago. And I'm going to be kind of peppering you all with more TN awareness stuff between now and through October 7th. So what I'm going to be asking people to do real quick before I forget, this is what I was going to say earlier and I forgot it, is teal is the official color for TN awareness. So I'm asking all of my family and friends on October 7th to light up your social media with teal, whether it be a teal ribbon. Maybe you Google trigeminal neuralgia and you find all these different memes or different, images and stuff, or different, there are some memes out there too that I've come across, whether it be on Pinterest or just straight up Google. Maybe changing your profile picture to one of those images or teal, or maybe I would love it if You guys could wear teal, whether it be a necklace, earrings, a bracelet, shirt, whatever, and then, you know, post that as your profile picture for a couple, you know, a day or two, whatever. Or if you want to snap a picture of yourself and then send it to me, my email is purplecottagecrafts@gmail.com. That would be amazing, because I do keep a scrapbook each year for my TN awareness, and I would love to do that. It's just kind of like a show of support, not just for me, but for everybody else out there who also has TN and AD, the second pain that I have as well. So yeah, I feel like this is like my cause, I guess, in life, kind of. Because this is my life. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up for the third time. I'm sorry I keep saying that. And I will see you all soon. So happy scrapping, happy planning, happy crafting, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much, everybody, for being my support system. I love you all. Bye.